morning, everybody. It's Gina, and I'm back with another video. I decided this morning that while I was getting ready, oh, that is my signal that my water for my tea is ready. So I will be right back. Okay, so I am back. I just made my tea, and I'm actually having some turmeric milk. It's turmeric tea. Some people call it turmeric milk or golden milk. I call it turmeric tea, really, because there's not a whole lot of milk in there. Let's see if I can show it to you. I don't know. Can I? Let me see if I can turn it without. I don't know. I don't want to spill. Yeah, I think you kind of got a glimpse of it right there. But yeah, I have this every morning. Most people have it. Let me go ahead and fix the camera. Most people have it at night before they go to bed, but I have it in the morning. And it is made from turmeric, and there's ginger in here as well. There's also cardamom. And I use water, but I also add some soy milk, and it's sweetened with some raw honey. And it's really, there's also a pinch of black pepper in here, and also a little bit of coconut oil. I could put coconut milk, but I didn't have any coconut milk, so I put the coconut oil. And the thing with turmeric is that you need to have some fat in there, and it also has to have a little bit of black pepper, because both of those act as catalysts for the turmeric and helps to transport the turmeric throughout your body. Turmeric is a really good anti-inflammatory agent, and if you have any kind of autoimmunity or any kind of illness that creates inflammation in your body, turmeric is a really good natural remedy, natural alternative to a lot of the anti-inflammatory medications. So, but do your research, please, before you go and substitute turmeric for any of the medications you might be on. Please don't make any kind of substitutions without consulting your doctor first. Let me just put that out there. All right, so this is, I don't know if you can see, it is the color of turmeric. So I'm going to set this aside, let that cool for just a minute. Let me tell you what I wanted to talk to you about. All right, so I decided that I was going to do a little bit of a review on some Dollar Tree makeup items. Predominantly these three things, which are, let me make sure I got all three. These are color correctors, and I already took the paper off because I have been using them, and I said, well, while I'm sitting down putting my face on this morning, why don't I go ahead and do a quick review on them and then show you how I use them. They're by LA Colors. One of them is there's the purple, and that is supposed to help with sallowness. And then there's the green, which helps with dullness. And then there's the this is like a peachy color, which is predominantly like a concealer for like dark circles. But I don't use any of them the way that they were intended to be used. The concealer, well, kind of use it as a concealer, but in different areas, not for dark circles. I really don't have much dark circles, thank goodness. As little sleep as I get. Alright, so let me go ahead and show you how I use them. These were from the Dollar Tree, and most of the items that I'm going to be using this morning came from the Dollar Tree, except for the brushes that I'm working with. Those are Mary Kay brushes, really nice set. And I think that's the most I've ever spent on brushes, to be honest. But I do get, this one did come from the Dollar Tree, and I've used it quite a bit. And but what I found is that after a while, some of the bristles start to come apart, but this has lasted me quite a while. So the Dollar Tree brushes are really not that bad. I ended up getting the Mary Kay because I went with a friend of mine to a Mary Kay event and went ahead and just purchased them. But 90% of what I'm going to be using are products that came from the Dollar Tree. And if they did not come from the Dollar Tree, I'm going to let you know that they didn't, so that you won't go there looking for them. Okay? All right, so let me just take a sip. Be cool. This is so good. If you want to know how I make this, I can do a quick video. Just leave me a comment in the comment section below and I will do a video on this. It's very, very simple, really. Very simple. Okay, so on to the makeup. Before I do anything, my face is always cleansed. Always cleansed. And this is the first thing that goes on after I've dried my skin. Sorry for that interruption. I'm going to go ahead and turn my phone down. All right, so I went ahead and turned my phone on vibrate so at least I can hear and I can check to see who is trying to reach me. Now, like I was saying, after I've cleansed my face and everything, this is the first thing that goes on. This is actually I call this my anti-aging, but it's really not just anti-aging. It moisturizes, it reduces spots, it does reduce wrinkles, reduces the size of the pores. This is kind of my magic oil. So I think I did do a video on this, but I haven't really finished it yet, so I can go ahead and let you all know what's in here. This is a blend of different essential oils that are great for the skin. And it's also got 2 infused oils. One of them is calendula infused oil and the other one is lavender infused oil. And helichrysum is the main essential oil in here, but there are other things like geranium rose, rosehip seed oil, quite a few others that are really, really good for nourishing the skin. I've been using this for a number of years now. It's a blend that I make myself, so it's worked for me. I think it's worked for me. I'm 49. I have no problem saying that, and I think my skin looks pretty good. And as little sleep that I get, I really don't have dark circles under my eyes or anything. I got up early this morning, took my granddaughter to daycare, and now I'm back. My son is still sleeping. He'll get up in a little bit and I'll get him ready with going with school. We're almost finished with school. Just a few more tests to do and he can start his summer vacation early. So, all right, so enough with this. Let me go ahead and put it on, and all I do is just simply, it's got a roller bottle, and I just simply roll it onto my skin. All right, so you can see my skin is nice and moisturized now with the oil blend. So what I'm going to do next is use my jade roller, and I usually do this for about 20 minutes. So let me show you what I do. Now this is the jade roller that I use. I actually got this from Wish for $1. And it is genuine jade. It's been checked. It is genuine jade, but you can find these on Amazon. But you can also go to Wish, and you can find them on wish.com. You can get them for $1. Sometimes you can get them for a little bit more, but all right, this is the one that I have. All right, so let's get to the main event, shall we? The main event is going to be basically me showing you how I use these 3 color correctors from the Dollar Tree. And if you have them, if you use them, let me know how you use them, because I know they're meant for certain things, but I use them in different ways, and I'll show you right now. All right, so the first one I usually start out with is the purple. I'm not sure if you can actually see. It doesn't really come across purple, but this is the purple one. Show you the card, and this one is meant for sallowness. So I usually use this under my eyes, and that's how I've been using it. I've only had it for about, I think I've had these for about a week, so I decided I'd go ahead and try them out. I've been seeing them at the Dollar Tree, and I decided I'd go ahead and just try them out and see how I like them, see how they work. So I usually put the purple under my eyes because I find that the purple works there better for me than the actual concealer. And all I do is just kind of tap it in. You don't want to tug on the skin under your eyes. So that is what I do right there. And if you can see, I actually put more on one side than I did, so let me put a little bit more here. And just kind of tap it in with your finger. Okay, so I use the purple under there. And then what I do with the next one I'm going to show you is the yellow. This is the yellow. They're really not coming across well on the camera. And the yellow is used for dullness. So what I do with the yellow is I tend to get some redness across the top of my lip and some red blotches across here and occasionally right there. So that's where I use the yellow. And again, I just use my finger, kind of blend it in. I don't use a whole lot. It looks like a lot, but it's really not a whole lot. Kind of blend in where I would have those little red dots. All right, so that is the yellow. Put that to the side. And the next one is the actual concealer. This one is considered the concealer. Wrong one. This one is the concealer. And that one is recommended for using for dark circles, but I don't use it under my eyes. Like I said, I have that one spot right there that I like to cover, and then I have another one here and one here. So you can use these. I think there's one tiny one right here. And I just simply use my finger again and just tap, tap, tap. I think this is just an age spot. It's really not that big of a deal. It's really not that big, but for demonstration, just want to show you just how well it covers. Like I said, these are items from the Dollar Tree. So I've gotten all 3 items here. And I have this is the yellow that I use around my lip and under here and just a little bit on my cheeks to kind of cover up some of the redness. Then there's the purple, which I've used under my eyes. And then here is the actual concealer, which is like a peachy color that I simply use to cover up a spot there, one here, and one on this side. And that's it for the concealing part. And they work pretty well. So what I'm going to do now for the rest of For the rest of the video, I'm simply going to just do the rest of my face. All right, so stay with me. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of this B&B cream, which also came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm going to apply it just using a brush. All right. The next thing that I'm going to do is to put on, this is like a powder foundation, and this also came from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just simply going to use a brush to apply this. I probably shouldn't call this a powder foundation because it's not, it's simply pressed powder. And this is by LA Colors, and this one is Ivory. I use a slightly lighter color on my skin tone because I end up putting like a bronzer on afterwards anyway. The next thing that I do is apply this highlighter, and I do my highlighter before I do anything else because the bronzer that I put on afterwards, which kind of acts as a blush, will tend to tone down the highlighter, because I don't like the highlighter to stand out so much, even though sometimes it does. So this particular highlighter is by Revolution, and it's a vivid baked highlighter, which is not from the Dollar Tree. My daughter actually gave this to me a couple of years ago. So I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of this on, and I just simply use a brush again and just kind of tap it in the areas where I want the highlighter to be. The next thing I'm going to do is apply my bronzer, which, like I said, acts as a blush as well, because I don't really put a blush on. But this is also from the Dollar Tree, and this is by LA Colors, and it says bronzer. And this one is called Sunkissed. So I just use a brush, and I use this as kind of like a contouring, but also like a blush. The next thing that I do is I put on this little, this I kind of use as a blush, but also like a highlighter for my cheeks. And this is by e.l.f., and this also came from the Dollar Tree. And let me take out so you can see the color. It's a little bit of a shimmer, and it just goes right on my cheeks. The next thing I'm going to do are my eyebrows, and I'm using this Dip Brow Pomade in Chocolate. See if I can get the, there you go. And this is the brush that I will be using. And this did not come from the Dollar Tree, obviously. I think doing my eyebrows takes the longest because I don't have much of them, and one side of my face is kind of drooped. So it's always the hardest thing trying to get my eyebrows to be even. So I need my daughter here. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do, my other challenge, is are my eyelashes. And the mascara came from the Dollar Tree. And these are, what do you call them? They're like lash fragments that you apply on after you put the mascara on. Anyway, I'm going to demonstrate it to you. I don't have much eyelashes, so probably can't see a whole lot of difference, but I can. And all I did was use this, this is called Dramatilash. and I think it's by LA Colors. Yes, it is. And then these are some lash fibers that I put on in between. And this is by Physicians Formula. It actually comes in a duo with the mascara, but I used up the mascara and I still have some of this, so went ahead and just kept those. But it does give me a little bit of lash. If I'm going out at night, maybe I'll attempt uh, some falsies. I do have a pair, but I'm horrible when it comes to putting on falsies. And so I've watched a couple videos that shows how to do it, but still. So anyway, this is it so far, and all I will do from here is simply put on a little bit of lip gloss, a little bit of lip gloss, and I will call it a day. This is more of a day look. I was not attempting an evening look. This is what I would normally do like during the day. So very, very simple. But like I said, my main thing was to demonstrate the three color correctors, and I think they did a pretty good job. What do you think? So everything is kind of evened out now. It's a very, very simple makeup look. But I used the purple. Let me go ahead and grab them again for you. I used the purple under my eyes. I used the yellow around my mouth and some of my cheek and under my chin. And then I used the peach just to do a little bit of correcting on the sides. And I think these work pretty good. All right, so thank you for watching. If you do use those items, let me know, and just make a comment. Let me know what you think. I know I don't use them in the conventional way. It's basically whatever works for me in whatever area that I have the problem. But this is just like a very simple daytime look. And I took a little bit longer for purposes of the video. Usually I can get this done in about 5 or 10 minutes. So, all right. So thank you for watching, and I will see you again real soon. If you're not a subscriber, I would love for you to join the family. Just simply click that red subscribe button at the bottom. Click the bell so that you will be notified whenever I upload new content, and I welcome you to the family. I do videos like makeup every once in a while. I also do homeschooling videos. I do gardening, farming, and I'm also an artist, so there will be different painting videos from time to time as well. And again, I thank you for watching, and I will see you again real soon.